What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is great to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, look, if this is your first time to the lounge, welcome. We're glad you're here. This is a place for nerds. It's a place where we all get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, entertainment news, and so much more. And if those things get you excited, then please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So, this is a story that has been progressing over the last week. It's something that hits a little close to home because I have talked to Ezra a little bit, and not this week, but I did reach out to him. I have talked to him in the past, just casually, just about some fun stuff, nothing super serious, and about stuff like this. And I've even taken some flack from a couple of people who have wrongly said that, well, Enosh, you're defending Ezra just because you want to get Ezra on the Poindexter Lounge. Listen, Ezra has watched this show. He may even be watching this video. I don't know. But Ezra has watched this show. Ezra reached out to me. I'm not vying to get anybody on the channel. If Ezra comes on one day, he comes on one day and we have a conversation, and that'll be great. But right is right and wrong is wrong. What I have been pointing out is I'm asking everybody to remain neutral, to remain to look at the facts for what they are. I've seen a lot of people on social media, on YouTube videos, on whatever, immediately jumping on this thing of well, he's done this, he's done this, he's done this. There's a police report, there's this, is that. Okay, that's fine. And if he's done those things, then he needs to either be accountable for the things that he's done, or he needs to get help for those things that he needs to get help for. But there's also a thing, I've seen it and I've experienced it myself, where people say things, do things. Yes, they file police reports. Yes, they go as far to do these things. And especially more so when you're a celebrity or you're somebody of importance, they will go that far for whatever reason. Okay. We don't know that. I'm not saying that that's what's happening to these victims or these people who have filed these reports or made these complaints. I'm not saying that about them. I'm saying we don't have the other side. We have not heard the other side about what's happened to Ezra, what's happened to get him to this point. All we're hearing is, well, there was the incident at the bar where he got kicked out, where he slapped a microphone out of a woman's hand, apparently, and it says he lunged at somebody. That could be anything. I mean, that could be just lunging, getting up in somebody's face. We don't know. But we're going to read a couple of tweets here that are a little strange and interesting in just a minute regarding that. But there's a lot of that. Then obviously there was the incident with the people that he was staying with, the couple that he was staying with, where I'll say it, if you have a problem with some language, I'm sorry, but apparently he busted into their bedroom and said, "I'll bury you and your slut wife." Where does that come from? That's what I'm asking. Where does that come from? Here's the problem with what a lot of people are watching on YouTube, and they get their news and stuff, from all these outlets. They have an agenda. They have a reason for telling you stuff to form your opinion already. And their opinion is formed because there's some people, honestly, who just don't like Ezra from the thing that happened a couple of years ago with the supposed choke slam. I've watched that video many, many times, slow motion. None of us can tell really what happened there. You may have formed your own opinion, and that's great. But in reality, we can't tell what happened from a 2-second video all surrounding, and nothing else has come of it. I'm not defending him. There could absolutely be a problem here that needs to be dealt with, but this immediate jump to they should fire him, they should get rid of him, they should replace him as the Flash, they should do all this stuff. We're not there, and that is not this time. So let's take a look, because we've gone through this other stuff. We've talked about this a lot, and we've kind of updated on everything. Apparently, there's been a lot of police situations called out, and now there's new information. So let's go ahead and take a look at some tweets that came out. And this is interesting. It's from an account called Mad Goose Wizard or Goose Wizard. So it actually shows video here of the night in question at the karaoke bar. There's a couple people singing. Ezra's there in a hat. He actually squats down. He looks pretty chill. It looks like everybody's enjoying it. He's filming the people singing. Obviously, things can erupt. We don't know what happened from there, right? Things can erupt. Things can happen. But also, if people know that there's a celebrity there, people act differently sometimes. A lot of the time, People act differently. I have a friend. She when she saw Flava Flav out in Vegas once, like she lost her freaking mind. This is a professional woman who like literally her whole job in life is about helping kids and teenagers and other people get grants and stuff for college and school. She's a professional woman. She was losing her mind when she saw Flava Flav. Who knows where this ended up? But this says the only known footage of the night of the arrest, calmly and respectfully watching the entertainment, squatting so others can see. Something isn't adding up with the arrest report, right? And then there's some some comments, like who are you? How are you getting this? I'm where's the rest of it? Things like that. And this Mad Goose Wizard person says, I'm the one who called the police. The video is not mine. It was found online. And so that's interesting, of course. But then it says, "Do you know the person who posted the video, or how did you find it?" Somebody asked, "You were there that night." One friend said that they did try to stop the person doing karaoke, but didn't go into detail about it and didn't say they got violent, but confirmed that they swung on a neo-Nazi at the bar. I don't know if you're the same friend or not. Hasn't been answered. Also my apologies. I know that Ezra Miller apparently now at one time said that they didn't mind being called he or whatever, and so now the pronoun thing, I will try my best. But that is the situation here. So then there's another report. There's a Reddit page that is listing a bunch of things about Ezra being harassed, about Ezra going through some things with people coming at Ezra, and you can look up that. That's really easy to find as well, but we won't go into that for time's sake. Then there's TMZ jumped on the bandwagon and posted this video of Ezra at a bar getting kicked out of a bar. Well, what happened? We're going to talk about that in just a second. But as you can see here, here's a picture. Ezra sitting right here, looking pretty calm in the bar that night. There he is, right? Now, this is apparently what happened. We're going to watch some video in here in a second and watch the video and see if this jibes with you. If you can see this happening. It says, with the incident that happened, the TMZ reported Ezra attempted to enter this bar and was told they don't let Jewish queers into the bar. The kid with the stick was spewing homophobic slurs. Ezra insisted that they had the right to service and was violently pushed almost into oncoming traffic. Ezra's friend called the police. Get the facts straight, TMZ. Is this a situation of, maybe the police did get called, but it wasn't necessarily the police called on Ezra, but it was the police called for situations regarding Ezra? Well, let's take a look at this video right here. The actual video of that incident. So that's Ezra right there in the jacket. He's obviously having a conversation with these people. Apparently, he was trying to get in the bar. There's a whole other issue also with people saying that and look, this is no offense to anybody in Hawaii. There's been some talk about that some locals there took some issue, I guess, with Ezra being a white person. So who knows what that is? So you see there, she physically pushes him out, and they are still trying to have a conversation with this lady, and she's explaining something to Ezra. Ezra tries to come in here at this point, and this happens. Tries to look in. She pushes him out physically, and then the cops come. But apparently, Ezra's friends called the cops. They're just having a conversation here. Looks like everything is cool. I don't know. What do you think? What do you make of this? Does that look like a violent situation? Does that look like something that Ezra was provoking? Or does that look like just a weird set of circumstances? We don't know. We still have to wait for it. If you're reporting that Ezra's just doing a bunch of bad things, I just I ask you to think about everything involved. Sometimes things are not always what they seem. We don't know. I was in a situation years ago where I was going through some things. Some people made some, one person in particular, I went through a divorce. People said things about me. People jumped on bandwagons. There was absolutely no proof. And I had the proof that it didn't happen. Okay. I had proof that the things that were being said about me didn't happen. Here's the thing. I was under scrutiny and people were ready to just be like, oh, we should just get rid of Enosh. That's me. That's my personal life. And yes, before you say, well, Enosh, we don't care about your personal life. Well, I do. And that's what I make my judgment calls on in life. And that's how I look at others. And that's how you should as well. And actually treat people like real people and not just like throwaway things. Not just like, well, he's a celebrity, so obviously he did these bad things. Or even on the other side, well, these people are just money grubby and they're just trying to use him to get money or whatever. Both of those things are wrong. I don't know how much clearer I can put that to you. They are both wrong. We have to judge it for what actually comes out. There's a court date coming up, but you know what? My situation happened where it went on and on and on and on until somebody finally stood up and said, you know what? If Enosh is in this position, this is bad. But what if Enosh is telling the truth? That's what started the turnaround. That's what allowed me to be able to present the evidence that it was false about me, and we moved on. And I was free from that. And I felt so much better after that. And I moved on with my life and I'm happy and everything came out in the end. We don't always get that. And we're not necessarily entitled to it in somebody else's private situation, even if it's going public. But all these calls for him being fired, that, oh, this is the end of the road for him. They're going to recast him and this and that and everything else. Trust me, folks. I'm looking at this stuff, and as far as what we've seen some celebrities do and still like have careers and still go on and do other stuff, can we be honest? Let's not sensationalize everything. Everything is not there to be sensationalized. And some people are using you, the common viewer, the people who watch these things just like me, and I'm a common viewer as well. I watch these things. I try to make good judgment calls off of what I see. It's in the news. It's something in the news. Don't let people push you one way or the other. That's all I'm saying. Hold off judgment. Let's get some more information. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you coming and listening to me talk about this. It's obviously a situation that we're going to keep our eyes on. We're going to keep looking at it. We're going to keep, trying to figure out what's going on. And who knows, we may eventually actually, get some answers, and like I said, I have, asked Ezra to be on the show. He may at some point, and if he does, great. That'll be awesome, and we'll be super happy about that. And but we don't expect him to necessarily dish all the dirt and all those things. There are too many good things in the world to be caught up with a bunch of drama. Just saying. Now, this is entertainment stuff. We're talking about it because it's out there. But thank you to everyone who supports the channel. Thanks to all the patrons, all the members. You guys are awesome. You're fantastic. Everybody who gives super chats during our live streams. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. Can't tell you how much. Of course, we got H Barts in the Hall of Fame. We also got a store down there that you can take advantage of. And there are other ways that you can support the channel as well. All right, if you so choose. All those links are in the description below. And we thank you guys for being here. Like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. And don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter. Stop trying to be the person in the room that's just always right. Sometimes we're wrong, or sometimes we prejudge things. For one, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and hold judgment until I see some more. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I do want to hear from you. Just be nice. Just be nice. You don't have to be rude. Don't make accusations. Don't come at me with like, oh, you're this and that, Enosh. Let's have a conversation. If you really care, if you care enough to leave a comment, care enough to act like an adult. Or maybe you're not one. I don't know. But it shows. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, treat everybody with respect. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, stay nerdy.